Hi everyone, welcome back. Storm here.
Tom here.
We are watching more of the Orville today, Season 2.
Woohoo!
Tom, are you ready to play a game of Moclan Lechkum?
No.
I was like, did I say it right?
I want to play the Moclan game called Latchcomb.
Lechkum. So, last episode, I just love this show so much. Last episode, we learned a Moclan game that I called Hot Potato. And watch out for the egg. This isn't the actual one, but close enough, kind of. I had it.
I just don't want to win. I don't want to win.
You don't want to win because you don't want a freaking dagger come out of it and stab your hand. It was not good. But Ed was bored, and he was trying to find a friend to hang out with. He wanted to also get together with Kelly last episode, and they didn't really work it out, but they decided to be friends. A lot of things happened last episode, actually. All hail Kelly. That was huge. A whole
yes,
planet.
Yes, it was. She's lucky she didn't get more in trouble than she did.
Yeah, I mean, the whole planet revolved around her, you know, what she did in the beginning. So, and the fact that the planet could actually jump universes was just insane, you know.
Yeah, and so much time has passed every time it jumps.
Yeah, so will it even exist in a few months, you know?
Well, I'm sure it will, but, you know.
Hopefully. But I absolutely love the concepts of this show, and I can't wait to get into Season 2. Shall we?
Let's do it.
You know, there are times when I feel like you and I are more alike than any two people on the ship.
How so?
Well, we both know we're good at our jobs, and yet we also seem to be the only two people who are haunted by this little voice that's always whispering that we don't really deserve to be here. And we're both alcoholics. It's a party. Hey, Boris.
I love Boris.
I do not wish to imbibe, sir. I am here to request that we alter course.
Alter course to where?
Muckless.
Whoa, back up. This is not another baby thing, is it?
No. Sir, you are aware that Moclans urinate only once per year.
I am, yeah.
It is my time.
Well, you wanted something to do.
Okay. It's a big deal. Once a year, he's like I don't know, yeah, actually. I was going to say a camel. But
it must be something a little more difficult than just normal urination.
I know this is going to sound utterly insane to most of you, and your first instinct may be to laugh. But we're all going to take this seriously, so I don't want to hear any jokes, no snide remarks, nothing. Now.
Because we're all immature here, okay?
We're diverting course to Mockless. To watch Bortus pee.
You wanna elaborate on that?
Instead of saying urinate or something.
I am sorry to be late, Captain.
No, Bortus, actually you're just in time. I think it's best if you explain the ceremony to the group.
I was going to say, so it's an actual, celebration?
Once a year, every Moclan must prepare for his Jaloja, the Great Release.
The
they
Great
must
Release.
travel to their Nakafas, a place they select during childhood. There, amidst family and friends, a Moclan urinates, signifying a cleansing of the spirit and the beginning of a new year in his life. As you are my closest friends, I would like you to be there.
What if it's like a windy day?
The ceremony is followed by a celebration,
Then you
for
can
which the
cleanse
captain has
smoothly.
allowed the use of the Orville's mess hall. You are all invited to attend with a mate.
Okay. Any questions?
Yeah, like a million, but I'm not gonna ask. Union Central has granted clearance for the diversion as the course aligns with Outpost 58, where, as you all know, we're scheduled to take on board our new dark matter cartographer. And Bortus, if you need any time off to make preparations, feel free to relieve yourself. No, it's okay, man. He's just taking the piss out of you. Okay, that's it. Dismissed. We're done.
I would love to work with this group.
Myself for a while. I should have communicated with you, and I didn't.
That's totally understandable.
But let me finish. If you want to give this another shot, I'm in.
I'm seeing someone.
Ooh, how's he gonna take that?
Oh my God, I am
It's one thing staying friends, but once that
No,
happens.
Ed, you are not an idiot. Listen to me.
Who is it? Who you see?
It's not important.
Why is it someone I know?
Oh
It's
no.
not important. Look, you're gonna meet him. I wanted you to know.
Where am I gonna meet him?
I was
Is this someone we know
I was
already?
thinking about bringing him to Bortus's Georgia party, and I didn't want you to be caught off guard.
We're on our way to watch our second officer go to the bathroom. Anyway, welcome.
I love how they say it like that.
Coming in here every day is like, that's not work. You know,
Are you trying to
I'm always
flirt?
like, really?
Yeah.
This is my job? How did I win at life? But I did. I won. If these fingers could talk.
Awkward. Oh, this is cute.
Now you try.
He's becoming more like a father figure to these kids.
Yeah.
What if somebody comes in? These are empty quarters. Chill. My mom's gonna kill me if she finds out. I'm gonna kill you if you don't shut up.
Cute kids.
Haha! Yes! One bottle of vodka.
Uh-oh.
Come on, let's go.
Should have stayed in the room.
Security man.
Yeah, I want to have a
Just
machine like that.
Curious what you know about her.
I don't know anything. I met her yesterday, just like you.
Yeah, but you have to clear all incoming personnel, so you see all the files.
May I join you?
Sure, have a seat. Okay. Did she say anything that had the word boyfriend in it?
No, she literally just
trying so
talked
hard.
about how excited she was to be on the Orville.
Now, the star itself has a number of planets and moons in its orbit, but which one of them caused a dispute that led to the Battle of Terrazin? Anyone? James, which planet?
I don't know. It was in your reading last night. Did you do
Yeah.
homework? Yeah, but Commander Bortus ate it, so...
He needs a smack.
Marcus.
Maybe you'd like to answer that question.
I don't know either.
Did Bortus eat your homework too? Well, the Moclan digestive
He's a
system
smart
is
kid,
indeed
come on.
Fascinating. So, for tomorrow, James, Marcus, each of you can write a 1,000-word essay on its internal mechanisms and how they function.
Class dismissed.
Hey,
Hi.
That's what she's
Yeah.
taking.
Better than you, apparently. Man, those kids are rough.
yeah, I've seen a lot worse. You know, I expect it from James, but I'm a little concerned Marcus is getting caught up in it. He's a good kid.
Well, he has a great mom and a really great teacher, so I'm not too worried.
We're still doing dinner tonight.
You bet. And there's something I want to ask you.
What?
I'll tell you at dinner.
Oh, no, come on, you can't do that.
That'll keep you in suspense.
Just tell me.
You're charming enough tonight.
I'm always charming.
Good. And I get to hear it.
Pea party.
party.
Oh, poor Ed.
But, yeah, things could be better.
There is a young officer under my command who I have noticed also has no mate. If you wish, I will order him to mate with you.
Wow, that is the sweetest and most totally wrong thing anyone has ever said to me.
I have no reason to doubt his seed is fertile.
Okay,
Oh,
let's
God.
just slow down. Bortus, are you trying to fix me up on a date?
It is bad luck to attend a gelogia unaccompanied.
Well, we
Ooh,
wouldn't want to invite
pressure.
any bad luck, would we?
Then you will accept him.
Well, don't order him to do anything, but if you want to let him know that I'm up for meeting him, sure. Only because I'm totally and completely fascinated by what's happening here right now. Who would have thought you were a Yenta?
A what?
Ask Kelly.
Yenta. At least they're both. Everyone's so understanding, and he's understanding. But I feel Ed is gonna be. Oh, what is this? Oh no!
Dun it, dun it.
Oh god!
That's not creepy at all.
Oh no! That's awesome. Whoop! You didn't see me.
What's wrong?
Ed knows.
What do you say we take that bottle of wine to the simulator? Fire up a little moonlight on the beach.
Sounds good to me.
Let's go.
Look. They're just gonna reappear. Ha ha! Oh wow!
Those are zippers.
I love this.
That's good. Yeah, you look like like the guy who's on the list because you know the DJ.
Star-Lord.
It does, yeah.
Button blue.
Feels like too many zippers.
Always go with one more
It's always
zipper.
back.
It's like,
You know what it says?
What? Boom. Really?
Yeah. Cool. And that's where you want to start. You want to walk in with boom, boom. Yeah, not like that, but yeah.
Right.
Just let the threads do the work. Yeah, you're just a passenger kicking back along for the ride. What?
So I was too clingy.
You got dumped by your own stalker.
That's nuts, huh? You think I should call her?
oh, it just sounds so sad. One more zipper? Like it was zip.
Hey.
Hey,
Is this the guy?
Is the guy from the elevator?
Wait,
can I help you?
it sounded like a.
Dan.
Oh, it's him!
You're Laura.
Right again.
Oh. Who knows? Just go on one
Hey,
date and see.
Did Bortis send you?
Yeah. Can I sit down?
Oh my god.
Oh. Just
Thinks
have a
we'd be
date.
good match.
I don't believe
You
it.
can make a good
I wonder
friend
what
out
kinds
of it.
Things we have in common.
Well, we obviously both know Bortis.
Well, there's one. So,
Oh, he's so nice.
want to get a drink sometime?
Look, Dan, I'll be honest with you. I'm not so great at the whole dating thing, and I don't think we're as good of a match as Bortis thinks we are.
Well, I guess you never know until you try.
We have this running bit that we do where we put each other's names in the shuttle log when we didn't actually take a shuttle out.
Seriously, you
And
know
then when
she
the other one
saw
finds out,
you.
it's just like, oh my god, embarrassing. I didn't take that shuttle. Ah.
This is that.
You did a drive-by.
Huh?
Don't deny it, I saw you.
I did not do a drive-by. That's insane.
Your name is in the log and you did a drive-by.
I had to get some air.
We're in space. Did you see what you needed to see?
Cassius, really?
Oh my god, I knew it.
Is it Cassius or is it Cassius?
Cassius.
Okay, so you're dating Cassius.
Yes, I am.
Okay.
No, this isn't about our son. This is about Marcus.
Oh, James is saying something different.
Marcus was the one who hacked the synthesizer. You do know that, right?
No, I don't.
It was his idea to steal the vodka. Now, James shouldn't have gone along with it, and we will be punishing him. But we just don't think Marcus is someone James should be spending time
probably
with
have
right now. All
cameras.
due respect to you.
We're going to request that Marcus be transferred from the class. We just wanted to let you know first, out of courtesy.
Oh, her word
Are you
against
on drugs?
his word. Oh no.
Excuse me?
James was the ringleader, not Marcus. That's ridiculous. James told us what happened.
Yeah, well, Marcus tells a different story.
Our son doesn't lie.
How well do you know your son?
What does that mean?
He called me a pain
Ooh, how
in the ass
touchy.
the other day. That is insane. There's no way James would say that. Now, he is a very independent, strong-minded young man, but he is always respectful. Respectful my butt.
The fact that
Dr.
another
Finn.
adult saying that he said that, she's denying it.
I have great admiration for you. Being a single mother is challenging, and I am sure that it's easy to make mistakes.
Ooh.
Regardless, we will be scheduling a parent-teacher conference. You are more
Disrespect.
than welcome to join.
Count on it.
They have those blinders
Single
on.
mom. Yeah.
I am not going to be angry with Ed if I don't feel it. Look, if you just calm down a little, there's no reason. Oh, man.
Don't you say calm
Yeah.
down. Wrong answer.
Yeah.
Never tell a woman to calm down.
Well, anyone, calm down.
Program Lamar 3594.
Woo!
Okay, here we go. Begin simulation.
Wow, like
So go over there
that
and ask
80s
her out.
movie.
Why'd you come out?
I like the noise.
Well, you just want to talk and...
I don't.
Okay, this is level 8. What's level 9?
Level 9, she's still dating the guy.
And level 10?
She's married and has a gun.
So what do I do?
Just be creative, be charming. Just figure it out.
I have 6 months left to live, and all I want to do is get to know you before I die.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
You're dying.
so totally dying. It's ridiculous. Nobody's dying more than me. It's probably my last
God,
night
that's
out
terrible.
ever because dying.
Well, I guess I'd be a jerk if I didn't at least let you get me a drink.
Boom, there it is. Whole simulation.
Oh, that's terrible.
Now I'm dying.
That's not the point. The point is you're thinking on your feet. You're improvising. That's what it's all about.
Okay.
I think you're ready.
I know, but I didn't really learn from that.
You come with me?
Yes.
Well, then it won't be 2 against 1.
2 against 1. Do you anticipate hand-to-hand combat?
Possibly.
Oh, don't say that. Does he get it? I thought you said there was going to be combat.
He just punches him.
I write poetry as a hobby, and I felt inspired.
Oh, he's a sensitive guy.
Ready?
Heck, he was all about music.
Passion. Search. Who will feed the coals of joy in the stove of emotion? My fingers ache to penetrate the hearth. Love is the fish hook that hooks the fish.
He tried.
What do you think?
It's really good.
Be brutally honest. I need absolute honesty or I can't grow as an artist.
No, it's great.
You won't offend me. Just tell me
Oh,
the truth.
yeah, he'll be heartbroken.
Well, it's maybe a little surfacey.
Oh.
Like, it doesn't ask anything of the listener. The imagery's a little obvious, so there's nothing to unearth, and there's no room for subjective interpretation.
Okay.
Oh, he's
Got
crushed.
a little chilly in here all of a sudden, didn't it?
You said to be honest.
Yeah, well, I didn't say take a dump all over my spirit.
Oh, no, she
didn't
didn't
say
take a
that.
dump.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
She was honest, but she was gentle about it. Oh, it's stage 5.
I miss you.
Listen, Cassius. Damn. Look, this is a small ship, and
Keep saying that. I'm gonna keep
it's just
saying
gonna
it.
take me a minute to adjust to this new reality.
Oh, trust me, your learning curve is nothing compared to mine.
What do you mean?
Kelly and I had a fight. She walked out on me. And I'm so sorry. This is probably the last thing that you want to
Oh,
hear.
God, he's gonna run out
Well,
of there.
nobody fights better than Kelly, huh?
I've been independent for so long that I think the way I think, and I sometimes forget that another person's involved.
Were you ever married?
Yeah, I was an aspiring paleontologist. I wanted to be the one to discover the next unclassified species, make a name for myself. And my work drove me to succeed, but it also drove a stake right through my marriage.
My God, she definitely has
That
a
sounds
type,
just
doesn't
like
she?
him.
Do you love her?
I do. Very much.
Ah, that's hard to hear, but
What,
he needs to hear it.
What was it you said that made her walk out?
Well, I was actually defending you, and she said that I was being too evolved, and I told her to calm down. And
Oh, you didn't say calm down.
I did.
Oh boy, yeah, that's
Oh, well, I was just trying to see things reasonably from all sides.
and that's great, and I appreciate that. It's just, here's my theory. A woman can't really love a man unless he's part dope. Be a little stupid every day and really stupid once in a while, but just don't be perfect.
That's not easy.
He's so perfect.
Journey.
What?
She likes Journey.
Traveling?
No, the old band, Journey. You'll find them in the archives. Look, just get some Merlot, cook a dinner, put on Open Arms.
And what is...
Just do it. And, you know, I'm gonna go now and bang my head against a wall, so good night.
Of course.
Because he's always messing with machines.
As I suspected, his official report card shows consistent A's.
That's right.
Further analysis reveals a recent alteration using external algorithms. The entry code corresponds to your comm scanner, Lieutenant.
Mine?
Because you're so
To
oblivious.
describe Marcus's academic performance.
He gets B's usually. Maybe 1 or 2 A's.
That is accurate. It is reasonable to surmise that whoever hacked into the food synthesizer would also possess the resourcefulness to enter the student records database.
Haha.
As James's grades
Thank you,
have
Isaac.
and Marcus's have not, one must conclude James is the guilty party. I can't believe it. It would seem that
I'm
your
glad they're actually
accusations were unwarranted.
listening.
Nathan and Jody, I will be forced to report your son's violations to Commander Grayson. In the meantime, I would recommend you discipline your son accordingly.
I hope they do. The way they're walking, I don't know.
Oh my gosh, you were amazing. I love you.
I merely inferred the most likely scenario using the available facts and my own observations of the children.
Isaac, would you be my date to Bordis's Jaloja?
If you wish.
I wish.
Hey, you know what? Yeah, he's a person too, and everyone needs a date.
Okay, there she is. She's all alone, so this is your chance. You can do this, all right?
Yeah, okay. Here goes.
Nope.
I begin. The release.
Oh, seriously, it's the same thing. He has like a penis he whips out and just pees.
Mimic. Godless effecto. Roshas. Bomval.
We're gonna see a stream.
My fingers ache to penetrate the hearth. Love is the fish hook that hooks the fish.
Oh my god.
He likes it.
That is just like an emotional sucker punch.
Really?
Like,
Gonna be
I've had a really
besties.
bad week where I've just been grappling with insecurity and self-doubt, and then here comes this lyrical compass that just instantly guides me to my special place in the universe. You should write a book.
I was thinking I might, but now I definitely will. Right for me.
Aw, they need each
Hooray
other.
for me.
I know it doesn't mean anything to you, but what you did for me and for Marcus is really special. I wish you could feel that.
That is not possible for an artificial life form, but it was fascinating to observe.
Isaac, how are you on?
New beginnings. I'd hang out there. Another good episode. John
Yay.
Favreau, woo! I gotta say, like, I love the different restaurants and places to hang out on this ship. I mean, you gotta make it livable, but enjoyable too. And I can totally see, like, myself at these different establishments and having
Well,
a
I
good
mean,
time, you know?
You
With
gotta
the
live
relaxed
there,
environment.
so yeah, it's
Yeah.
You gotta have good places to go.
And it's one of those things where, I mean, yeah, they could take a shuttle and leave, I guess, but
They could also
or meet
use
up
the
on
ho-
another ship. But
They
I
could
think
use
it would
the holodeck or whatever they call it to, you know, synthesize something, but it's not the same as actually going somewhere.
yeah, I mean, the technology is just awesome, and we've talked about the food synthesizer, and not just the food synthesizer. You can, you know, make clothing or anything you can imagine, and then you can go into this room and create any kind of landscape and have any kind of interaction with any kind of being. It's just the place to be, you know? I mean, you get to explore space, and as much as I love reading articles about space, I find it so interesting and how much we just don't know. But I don't think I would ever enjoy if I was able to have like a free trip to outer space. Like I would never do it because I'm claustrophobic and all these other things. But just to have the experience of still being on a planet, like you still have options to remove yourself if you get claustrophobic or anything. Not that you would be, because like the spaceship is huge, but
Well,
it's
it's
just great that they have all these like
it looks
comforts of
huge, but
home
the ship is actually small. So I mean, I'm sure
compared to
once
other
you
ships.
compared to other ships. So I mean, I'm sure once you're walking around it every day, it probably starts feeling smaller.
Yeah.
You know, so especially, you know, you're walking the same path every day. But I mean, even going to the same places all the time gets old.
It does, yes.
You know,
That is true.
it is nice to have that holodeck where they could make other things, but also going out also makes it a little nicer.
Yeah. And the holodeck, I think, is a huge thing to really help with your mental state, when you need to reset or do something different. Because I'd always want to be like, okay, I need to feel the grass. I need to be near the beach. I need to breathe like fresh earth air, So they have a lot of great things in this time on this ship and on the Orville that are just like wonderful to really help you, feel sane and stay sane.
Well, the good thing too is that they have so many different species too, so that when they have celebrations like this, that hopefully they get invited and they can go enjoy something different.
Yeah. And
I mean,
know
not exactly that I want to go to a pee party, but
I love the immaturity in this too, where it's for us, of course, because I get like that too. But the fact that they're all professionals, but there's a specific way. Like, what is it called again? The Jaloja.
yeah.
It's a Jaloja celebration, but the human way is like, we're going to a pee party, So
Well, yeah,
like,
they kind of downgrade it.
Yeah, and I think that's freaking hilarious.
But in a
normal
immature way.
professional. Yeah, if it was like truly a very professional thing, they would keep it serious, But that's the whole point of the show. It's supposed to be really funny.
But I think it's also great to see that the characters struggle with dating and regular struggles that normal people have that you normally don't see in everyday television.
Yeah.
I mean,
love
you do,
that.
but not so complicated. But
Yeah,
and it's not just one person. In this episode was what, 4 of them all having difficulties.
Quite a few. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I mean, Alara was having trouble. Gordon was having trouble.
Yeah.
Ed's obviously having trouble, and then Kelly is having trouble because everybody else is having trouble.
Yeah, I mean, I felt so bad for Ed. I mean, obviously we know that him and Kelly are in love with each other, and we've talked about that, where it seems that they make better friends than lovers, and obviously because of their jobs, it's not allowed for them to actually be together, but yet they can still try, or they're still trying, but they bend the rules a lot anyways. I can understand Kelly's point, but I don't think that matters, because Ed and Kelly are never going to stop loving each other the way they do. So they're always going to be like, the way they make decisions, I think they will still make the correct decisions and not base it off of who they prioritize more. I think that will always be a problem, no matter what. So them not being together or being together, I don't think that would actually change. Excuse me. I don't think them being together will actually change his mind on dangerous things, like put someone else's life at risk because he loves her and she loves
that's
him.
The thing, is like even if they don't get back together, which doesn't look like they're going to at this point, but yeah, he still has that love for her, and the decision factor is still going to be different.
Yeah.
It's not going to be, if it's between her and Bordas, he might still go for Bordas first because of the fact that he still has feelings for her.
Yeah.
Even when he starts moving on and dating down the road with, looks like maybe it could be Janelle.
Gordon's like, no.
Well, Gordon doesn't know yet.
No, I know.
Well, I mean, they're not really going out either, just having a drink together, but, it's...
I know, it insinuates, like...
I kind of assume that's where it's going. That's kind of what it looks like. But it's... he's still going to have that in the back of his mind. He had a relationship with this person. He's had a past with her. It's still going to be different. He's still going to be thinking differently than he normally would be.
Yeah, I mean, even having a past, like, yes, you do move on eventually, but they're just different because, first of all, like, this is your job and you're always going to be working so closely together unless she transfers, which I hope she doesn't. So they're always going to have, like, this close bond, and they're always going to love each other this strongly, being this close and seeing each other every single day. So that's always going to be an issue, and I hope, God forbid, if that decision ever happens where he has to make a choice or if she has to make a choice, that they make the correct one, and that Bortus's life or whoever else is involved in that decision doesn't get pushed to the side, or they're not as important, you know. And professionally, I think that they wouldn't be selfish and they would choose professionally, but who the freak knows? I mean, if you love someone, you love someone, and you care about the rest of your crew, but it's just different. Yeah, so I like all these issues that this show addresses because they are very important issues. You know, and even common things of just relationships in general. You know, people trying to move on, people who can't move on, and how you handle it. And Ed actually confronting Cassius, not Cassius, and how calm Cassius is. And Kelly doesn't like that. And everyone's just so different. And speaking of different, really quick, just Isaac and Claire. I adore their relationship. I mean, I think they have a good friendship, and Isaac just being really curious about, you know, other species and how humans work, and him being, I think, a positive, like, father figure to the kids. I think it's good to have him there and them, you know, going together, because that's the culture, the Moclan, culture, where, you know, you go to this peace ceremony. You don't want to go single because it's bad luck. So for her to bring someone, you know, Isaac is a person too. Like, I understand he's a robot, but he's extremely intelligent, and he's more than just a robot. He's a member of this crew. So I kind of like that, you know, they are just like friends going together to celebrate.
Now, I have a comment on that too, but before we get too far away, I want to go back to what you were talking about with Cassius.
Yeah, okay.
Watch Cassius and Ed bond over Kelly. So they become friends. You said that. Yeah, they become friends talking about Kelly's goods and bads. So that could be a good thing, you know, to have, you know, someone to talk to about it, but it could also be a bad thing for Kelly, because then Cassius will know things that she doesn't Cassius will know things that Kelly might not want him to know. Yeah. You know, that kind of stuff. But anyways, so that's just opening up a door of, you know, possibly bad things. But we'll see where that goes. Yeah. Going back to Bortus and I forgot what I was going to say there.
But Isaac and Claire?
Oh, Isaac and Claire. Yes, thank you. Isaac and Claire. So I hope Claire kind of seems like, because she's been having a lot of happy moments with Isaac lately, and I kind of feel like there's a relationship spark in there, but like a one-sided one. You know, because if you look at it, you know, he's did all these favorable things with their kids. You know, he's teaching how to play piano. You know, he's always been lately. He's been there a lot for Claire and the kids, and I think she's really seeing that. So I kind of saw like a spark in her eyes. So I'm hoping that she's not going to be, you know, falling in love with Isaac, and Isaac can't return those feelings because he's all, you know, scientifically factual, and he sees everything analytically and not, you know, romantically.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a really interesting idea in this show. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if it goes in that direction, but Claire here, like, I can see that she adores Isaac for, like, helping her and her family, and, you know, she's so super smart too. I know Isaac is smarter than everybody, but still, like, she's really very intelligent, and he's, like, at her level, which she really enjoys, like, how he sees things and how he helps her out. That when she said, "I love you," I kind of took that as, like, you are freaking amazing, and I just, like, really
but I'm kind of curious. I'm kind of curious if she said it that way, but she kind of meant it differently. Because if you think about it, she's a single parent, and I know that's hard. And he's there batting for her.
He's there all the time.
He's there all the time. He's helping her out. He's batting for her when she needs it. But if you think about why he's doing it for, he's not doing it because it's her. He's doing it because the facts line up and the facts weren't correct, and he corrected them. Yeah. So he actually proved that Marcus wasn't the one who was, you know, the instigator of that problem, and that it was James. Yeah. And he, you know, but so it's he's kind of doing it through an analytical aspect of it, where he's finding the facts of everything, and he's observing these issues that are coming up, but he's always there while they're there, and he has solutions to fix it because he's just analyzing everything. So he's doing it more of a android type of thing, where
Yeah.
she's seeing it as, I think she's seeing it as, he's batting for her, he's on my side, he really relates to me, he's helping me out. It's I kind of feel like she's like falling for him when she shouldn't be.
Yeah, and again, that might be a possibility. So I find that very interesting, and again,
I hope not. I mean, I could be reading that wrong, but just she's been so happy with all these negative scenarios lately because of Isaac that I don't know. I'm a little worried that she might be going a little too far, but
Yeah.
we'll see. We'll see. I mean,
I'm glad. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, and even if they do, even if she does try to pursue something, Isaac might go along thinking it's just another study.
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know.
I don't want to see
possibilities there.
I don't want to see Claire get hurt and Isaac not knowing that he's hurting her just because he's doing what he's doing.
Yeah, I mean, this is getting really deep into something that I didn't see much of yet. So
Well,
I don't know.
I was kind of looking at everything, and it's like everything that was
I
going
think it's a
wrong, Isaac was
possibility.
there to help.
Yeah.
And then she was very happy about it, and then after the school incident, you can kind of see it in her face when she said, "I love you." I took it as, "I love you, man. Like, thank you so much." But then I kind of saw it in her eyes where it's kind of like, it seemed a little deeper than that. So I might be overthinking it. I totally could be, but
I mean, it could definitely be something, but I just took it as like a, just, she was just so freaking happy in that moment, and he's just like a part of the family kind of thing. But I want to say that, like, with Isaac, I do like that he was in that parent meeting, and the fact that James's parents actually listened to Isaac, because again, he is a person too on the ship, and he's very highly respected. So I'm glad, because they were so like oblivious to everything and just were entitled and didn't were not open-minded.
They
to
were under
hearing
the
other
impression
people's
that their
opinions.
son could do no wrong.
Yeah, because they just have blinders up and don't pay attention to red flags or actually
But
know
then
what's happening. But their
Isaac
son
able to go
manipulates.
Isaac able to go in and actually prove that it had to have been your son, because your access codes, her access codes were used to
Yeah.
fix
So-
to change the replicator.
So because the facts were there, because they're so oblivious and just blind to everything, I really just thought they weren't going to listen to the facts at all. I thought they were just going to be like, well, you're just a robot, and our son can do no wrong, and this is all wrong information, or just like completely deny everything.
I kind of
I'm glad they
expected that
didn't go
too.
that way.
Well, because they started going that way, but I'm kind of glad they didn't
Before
continue
Isaac.
that. Not believing everything, but
Yeah.
knowing that Isaac is an artificial life form, I think, and highly intelligent artificial life form. I think they can really say nothing against him.
Yeah, because you have to realize that at one point.
Well,
But I'm glad that they
Isaac,
did.
like Isaac said at the beginning, how long did it take him to learn piano? It was like, what, 1/1,000,000th of a nanosecond?
Which I knew he was going to say something like.
Well,
this.
yeah, but I'm just
Of course,
saying. I mean, he has that.
He's a
that,
robot, a computer.
yeah, he's an artificial intelligence. So I mean, obviously, he's going to be a lot more faster at
Yeah.
doing things than most people. But I think that also gives him the credentials that if he says something's wrong, there's a good chance that he's right.
Yeah. And going to Claire too, I really like her parenting style here on how she knows when to discipline her child. Like, you can't always be his friend, she really cares about his well-being and who his friends are. But when the other parents, James's parents, confronted her about, maybe it's actually Marcus causing the trouble, Claire, she really opened up to that, to be like, crap, maybe it is me. Maybe, she kind of listened to that to learn from it too. And even though she was right, she wasn't stubborn where she's like, no, my child can't do no wrong.
Well, see, it's one of
So
those
that was
scenarios
good.
where it's one kid versus the other kid saying, one kid saying they're not wrong, the other kid saying they're not wrong. So who's right? It's like,
Yeah,
that's why
it's word
it's
for
good that
word.
Isaac was able to, pull up the facts and figure it out. But, if two parents come in and say, no, their kids say that Marcus was the ringleader, he did all this stuff. She has no proof at this point that they're wrong.
I know, that's what sucks,
So
right?
you're second guessing everything. Is he lying to me? He's been kind of not himself lately, and every time I try to get close to him, he backs away. So it's kind of like, is he actually lying to me or what?
You know, I really love the ideas in this show, and I would think with the food synthesizer at least, or anything that, actually for everything that you're synthesizing, I think, it should have some kind of like fingerprints of someone connected to each order.
It's probably because most adults who are, this is what I think. This is my theory. I think that most like the food synthesizers and stuff are programmed to recognize your voice. So like, if I speak, I'm over 21, it'll know that you can get alcohol.
Yeah.
But if a child speaks, then they know, okay, this person is not 21. They can't have access to any of this stuff. So it'll be denied. So that's probably what they overridden was either the voice access or whatever the access was that had to.
I know, because I don't know what he pressed, but yeah, like, I'm curious if you guys can even fill us in if you know more about, like, how that works, because I feel like voice, okay, well, hopefully they know exactly who that person is just by their voice or however they do it, and they keep a log of it, because some people, even though everything's equal across the board, everyone gets the same stuff, and it's all about reputation, I would think people still have problems. People abuse things, like, that you might... Yeah. Drink too much. You might be doing drugs. Like maybe it doesn't make. Well, they did weed.
In the Star Trek realm, if I can compare it for a second, when they order an alcoholic beverage from the replicator, it's not actual alcohol. It's synthahol, which is a synthetic alcohol. Okay. So it has the same taste, but you don't get messed up because of it. So if you want actual alcohol, you actually have to go to a lounge like 10 Forward, which, the bartender there will have actual alcohol that you can get, which I'm sure they could regulate it so no one's getting wasted on the ship. But it is a little different where you can. So I'm assuming if a kid goes up and orders a synthahol beverage, they're not going to get drunk off it. So there's really no harm to it.
Yeah.
It's non-alcoholic at that point. So but obviously in this it doesn't seem like that because obviously they were able to get bottles of vodka. Mm-hmm. So
yeah, that's a good point too. I mean, I find it very interesting because like I love drinking. And social drinking, and I think that's really cool that you could just like ask for it and it just like appears, when you're of age. But I just think it's so easy to just abuse or eating too much of something and just getting sick all the time because it's always there. Like I think, discipline would be a lot harder if it's always just there in front of you. But again, like I guess the concept is if you have so much of everything, if you have everything at your fingertips, you don't need everything. Like you're going to be more content on not wanting as much, which I like that idea, but I just see people being more greedy and wanting to take more kind of thing. But anywho, I love the idea of synthesizers. I think that's really freaking cool. And the fact, seeing kids hacking the system, of course, they wouldn't be able to, use it without a parent there. And so they were able to hack the system and, humans or people in general, we have our flaws. And
I'm actually, now that I think about it too, I'm a little surprised that if somebody breaks into an unoccupied quarters, there's no security thing that goes off and say, hey, someone just went into this unoccupied room.
Yeah.
Maybe we should go check it out.
Yeah, because if someone's name is attached to that order of vodka that was synthesized, would that person be alerted or would they find out?
Well, I mean, if something's unoccupied, I would think if something's unoccupied, especially with all the technology and sensors that these ships have, if something's unoccupied, it should be known that no one should be going in there. And if somebody is going in there, who is it and why are they going in there for? Is it security? Is it, just random people? And I would think that all that, like replicators or the synthesizers should be probably deactivated, since there's no reason to waste the energy and keeping it operational if nobody's using it.
Yeah, unless James, he seems very resourceful.
He could have activated
he was hacking.
it,
but he could have put wires together to.
But see, to me, I would have, if I was the person who built the ship, I would have had like if something's been deactivated and then reactivated without any authorization, wouldn't that send up like a red flag somewhere for security to go check it out?
Yeah.
Or
yeah.
engineering to go check it out and say, why is this thing on for?
Yeah. I mean, it's so true. And honestly, like, I totally understand that. And I get, with this show, I love the topics that they focus on. And I know there's a lot of things we could overthink, but I really do love, like we were talking about, the relationships and even like the kids, Marcus being a good student, average, good.
He's a good kid. He's influential.
He's a good kid. Yeah, and he's being influenced by this bully kid, and he's trying to act cool like him and not doing so well. And, this bully kid is like better with like manipulating technologies and stuff. And I just like the conflicts these characters have, and they grow from it, So I think that's really cool. And jumping now to like Kelly and Cassius, like I'm happy that Kelly found someone. I can understand why she's moving on from Ed. She made that clear about the whole decision thing. I don't like that being the only reason why. Like, I get if she just wants to move on because she just wants to be friends with him and that's it, because like we talked about, I don't think the decision thing is going to change. They're going to feel love for each other no matter what. That's always going to be there. That's it. So her just moving on because she wants to, more power to her. And Ed, I feel so bad because he just wants to be with Kelly, and I know he just has to move on. So
see, every time he asked her, "Do you still love me?" and she didn't answer it, I was kind of like thinking, is that? I mean, it kind of sounded like she still does. So
yeah.
I mean, if Ed starts thinking like that, that could make it worse. But also saying, if she did say yes or no, that could also be encouraging or disheartening either way. So there was really no win scenario in that question.
Yeah.
So it's because I think if she said yes, I do, then he's going to continue to push the issue.
Yeah.
And that's not what she wants. And if she said no, he's going to be like, "What do you mean? We started turning things around, and all of a sudden now you just back out."
Yeah,
so
later.
So I just don't know. There was no winning in that one.
Yeah, I agree there. I mean, I wish she said, because I think she is still in love with him, but I wish she said, like, "I'm just not in love with you. Like, of course I'm always going to love you. Like, you're my best friend, or we're just, we're good friends, and I care about you."
Or I will always be there for you, but not romantically.
Yeah.
But
it's just hard. The whole thing is hard, and you're working together so closely every day, so it's like
that's
be there.
Because of their past, and I know they work well together, and that's why they got put together to begin with. But to know their past, especially after the last incident in the last episode with that whole, Kelly religion thing, it's like, I mean, in the real world, I think she'd be transferred out, especially after that incident. Because that proves that he's still willing to cover for someone that he had a past.
Well, that was
with.
a bad lie, yeah, and he's like the.
Well, that's
captain.
what I mean.
Yeah.
He's the captain, terrible. So overall, he's the one mostly responsible for that incident. But just the fact that he did something like that means that there could be a potential for something worse down the road.
Yeah, I know you're right.
It's like a life or death situation. It might be. It's just in the real world, I think that she would have been transferred out. That's what I think.
Yeah, no, I could see that. Okay, so now I'm going to jump to Allura real quick. So she has problems in relationships, and I think it's because she is very independent and she knows what she wants. I think even if she doesn't know, like, I think she's really picky probably with the type of person that she wants, because immediately, first of all, I love her and Bortus's exchange, and Bortus trying to help her out. Like, he's an awesome friend. Like, he's so serious.
He is, but he does it so, like,
serious.
clouded.
Yeah. He's just, like, so stern and, like, emotionless, just very, straightforward, but he's, like, so caring, and he's, like, listening to people, and he's trying to help them out. He doesn't come off politely sometimes, but he means it with great, like a good. He has good intentions,
but yeah, he doesn't say it the right way.
Yeah, and Allura, like, immediately seeing Dan, like, she immediately closed down and shut him down, and then she finally went on a date with him, which I appreciated, but I get like they weren't going to work out, but just to get to know each other more and be friends, like you can make a good friendship or something out of it.
I like Alara's character a lot
Me
because
too.
she seems real down to earth, I want to say, but
Yeah.
she seems really like she tries her best. She has faults of her own. She gets scared. She seems really real. Like she's to me, I feel like she's the most real character in this whole show because you've
Yeah.
seen every aspect of her where she kicks ass. She's scared out of her mind. She has a rocky relationship with people she tries to date. So you see all aspects of her. She also dresses really nice too when she's going on a date. Just FYI, but I just think that her character is written really well, and I hope we get to see more development with that because I think she's cool.
Yeah, no, I really like her too, and she has a good relationship with like most of the cast, or most of the characters, which I really like seeing. And yeah, so I hope she has that special someone out there. I just kind of feel in this episode, because I have friends like this too, wonderful people, but they have a hard time, being in a relationship because they have a lot of traits that they're looking for, and they want this like perfect person that doesn't always exist.
They have a checklist of things that they want to check off. And
yes, and they're very detailed, and it makes it extremely hard to find someone that's perfect for you or really good for you, because they don't meet all the check marks.
Well, see, I mean,
it's a little tough.
I've worked in a bunch of different places that have a lot of people in it. So it's like, I've worked in warehouse situations, where there's a lot of people around you. And you have, I mean, it's probably just a natural thing, but you have first impressions of people where you think, okay, these people are not my type, and, I don't want anything to really do with them, blah, blah, blah. But then after working with them, 40 plus hours a week, you start to get to know them. And then as you get to know them, you see them differently down the road.
Yeah.
So it's all about giving people a chance. I mean, if she gives Dan a chance, she might unearth things that she didn't know about him and might start seeing him in a different light.
Yeah, yeah.
Or she might not, and then things don't work out, but then she'll know that I gave it a chance and it did or did not work out.
Agreed.
So just the more you're with somebody, the more you know.
We had a lot of fun talking. I mean, this has been so good. Like, this show is so fun to talk about, and I just like have more and more I want to just discuss. So I'm going to leave it for next episode, guys, but this is the first episode of season 2. I can't wait to watch the second episode, and it's been a good start.
It has.
Thank
Very
you guys.
good.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for next time. Bye, guys.
Doodles.